beginning to look a lot like Simsmith. Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back to the second day of Simsmas. In this video, we're giving every single house and apartment from all of my Let's Plays a Christmas makeover, starting with the house from the Disney Legacy Challenge. And if you are familiar with some of these challenges that I do, you might know that money is sort of an issue and also part of the challenge, so I didn't want to change anything like that. And that's why I'm giving every single household a Christmas gift, and that is to decorate their houses for free. This will all be removed by the end of, I don't know, December or something. And it will change nothing about their own money. But in this makeover, I do some stuff that is sort of more a makeover for the house than it is for Christmas on its own, like putting in some windows and stuff like that. So that will be removed from their household funds. It's sort of like all the Christmassy items don't really have a purpose. They will be removed after. I will not sell them, so it won't add any money. I will just put them in the inventory for, I don't know, next year or I don't know, something like that. So yeah, that's sort of the thing I was going for. So if you do follow these challenges, you might know that that could have been a problem if I did it the wrong way. But I wrote down all of their money. I do mother load all of their household funds at some point, so they will be rich for a second. The only thing that is a problem, and I don't think I can fix this, is that one of my Sims in the Disney Legacy Challenge has the fabulously wealthy aspiration, and that completed because I gave them a lot of money to decorate their house. So now he has completed his aspiration, so I might need to change this aspiration. Sorry about that, I didn't know that was going to happen. I don't think it's that big of a problem. It's not like we focus on aspirations, for him at least. So yeah. Probably not going to be the biggest change ever. This is my favorite house because it's the most normal house. And if you look at this house, yes, this is the most normal house. Actually, one of the apartments. Oh my god, I can't speak today. One of the apartments from my City Living Let's Play is probably the most normal. But we're starting with the normal stuff and we're moving on to the not so normal stuff later. And that's just because, for example, my Rainbow Legacy Challenge. I've only started that a couple of weeks ago, so she doesn't have a lot of money. She sleeps in an empty field with a bed and a shower just standing in the middle of it. So that makeover is going to look a little crazy, but we're starting with the normal stuff and it will gradually start becoming more crazy and crazy during this video. So if you only want to stick around for the normal stuff, I completely understand. You will probably have to leave somewhere halfway through this video. But if you do want to see all of this crazy stuff that's going to happen, you can stick around to the end. Maybe you watch my Let's Plays and then it might be really interesting to see what I did to those households. If you have seen my Rainbow Legacy Challenge videos, I was not sure how I was going to decorate that at all. I was thinking only putting in a Christmas tree, but I did some more stuff and I think it's really funny. I don't know how I thought of that, but I'm glad I did because I like it, but it's a little crazy. Also, if you don't watch my Let's Plays and you are interested in checking some of them out, the links to all of the playlists will be in the description, so you can actually go watch those from the beginning. I do a Disney Legacy Challenge, a City Living Let's Play, and a Rainbow Legacy Challenge. I think my favorite bit from this entire video is the thing I do to the roof there right now. I just love how those things that I don't know the name for look on the roof and how Christmassy it looks. And I love the lights on there and I love the green on top of the red from the roof. I don't know, I just really love that part of it. I also love that we finally have windows. I've been wanting to put in windows to this house for a really long time. We actually made some money. This will be from our own household funds. As you can see, we're now at 59,000. That's not true. 49, sorry. 49,000, but I actually wrote down what it was supposed to be. They started with about 4,500, and then a lot of money will be removed from that for all the windows and you know, everything that I added that is not strictly Christmas, more something you will add to the house anyway. So the challenge won't be effective, it will just look a little more festive. A little, what the hell was that? Festive, and just, I don't know. I wish we can keep this the entire year, but I feel like people might think I'm crazy, probably, and also be very annoyed to see Christmas stuff. I know some people who will not be annoyed by that, but I don't think it's going to please everyone, so I might not keep the Christmas stuff. Also, here's my problem. I want to keep my Christmas stuff in the house for the entire year, but then Christmas also sort of loses its charm. It becomes normal if you decorate your house for Christmas the entire year around. It's just the normal state of your house, and then what do you do when Christmas comes around? There's nothing special to it anymore. So I do remove my Christmas stuff. Not all of it though. I have some permanent Christmas stuff in my own room. In my bedroom. But the rest of the house will be cleaned. Also, we do have a real Christmas tree, and you can't keep that around for the entire year because it starts to die. And that is not a pleasant thing to deal with, because then all of the little pieces, I don't know what they are called in English, will be on the ground, and you don't want that. It's already annoying to have a real tree. It's mostly really fun, and I love the smell of real trees. I had a discussion about this on Twitter. I do not know how people live without real trees. But it's still really annoying that everything falls on the ground and everything gets really dirty. So you don't want to keep your tree the entire year around unless it's fake. And I'm never gonna have a fake tree. Not once in my life. I'm always going to have real trees. I love real Christmas trees. And speaking of a Christmas tree, let me tell you the story of picking out our Christmas tree this year. My mom and I went to pick out our Christmas tree last week, I think. Yeah, last Wednesday. And basically, normally my dad comes along with us, but he didn't want to this year because he was really busy. So we were alone, and normally it takes us like an hour to pick out a tree. We like inspect every single one. But when we got to the place where they sell Christmas tree, one of the guys working there went up to us. Oh my god, speaking is hard. Went up to us and he was like, "Hey, can I help you? What sort of tree are you looking for?" And we were like, "The biggest one you have." So he pulls one out, and we're like, that's a little short, because we like a really full tree, really big and really tall. That's the tree we're going for. So he pulls out another, and we're like, I don't know. And then he's like, "What do you mean I don't know? This is literally the tallest tree we have." Whoops. So we went with that tree. It's actually a really nice tree, and it was actually kind of a little bit too tall, so maybe we had a different idea in our head of the height of our ceiling, I guess. It was kind of funny because he was like, "Yeah, you might want to pick this one because we don't have any other tree that is this tall." So he picked that one, and we were actually out of there in 5 minutes. Everyone who was working there was like, "You're already done?" But it was a nice experience. It was really fun. And we have a really nice tree, so everything worked out, but it's kind of funny that we were like, we want the biggest tree you have, and then criticize the biggest tree they have. That was a fun moment. So since this is from a Let's Play, this apartment is from a Let's Play, I sort of have to keep in mind the personality of the people who live here, and there's 3 guys living here who probably don't care that much about Christmas, and then there's one girl who's probably obsessed with Christmas. I can totally see her just loving all of the decorations and wanting more and more and more. So the main area has a really big Christmas tree, and I feel like she would put that one in. And the different rooms just have a couple of decorations. Sort of the gaming room you just saw, one of the bedrooms is like a gaming type room. He only has a snowman thing because I feel like he's just a silly, funny person. So he would want a silly, funny thing in his room. The one bedroom to the left right now, in the corner there, it just has a couple of like really classy, not like glass from the windows, but like classy from, you know, I can't speak. This is like the 3rd time I just said that. I have a problem with certain letters in English, so I hope I'm understandable enough, at least. So obviously, as you can see, this is the room of the Christmas obsessed girl. She decorated her room full out. There's no room left. Every single thing, every single wall, every single corner of a room is filled completely with Christmas stuff. She has her own Christmas tree. So yeah, it was kind of funny, just keeping in mind all of their personality and just decorating however that person would decorate, not as... You know, when I build a house normally, I just build it from my point of view, like what I like. But in this makeover, I had to keep in mind all of the personality of the people living there. So this is the second apartment from my city living let's play. And this is a very, very messy apartment. These people are not good at decorating. If you see how shitty this apartment looks, I did that on purpose. So don't judge me too much. I also just randomly threw around some Christmas decorations everywhere. It doesn't look good, but that's sort of the point. That's why I said that these were going to get more crazy, because I did this on purpose. I decorated this not very well on purpose. I feel like they do have some Christmas stuff and I like Christmas. I feel like they really like lights because they're like a band and they like performing, so they like a lot of lights around the place. And you know, they probably like Christmas. They're really nice people and they're like a little family, so they probably do like to celebrate Christmas, but they're just not that good at decorating, so they probably had some stuff stored away somewhere and they just put it in randomly, like, here's an empty wall, let's just put it in. They don't really have a clue how to decorate this stuff, so that's sort of what I went for with this apartment. Shitty on purpose. I've never decorated anything shitty on purpose. I've decorated some really bad stuff, but that's just because I wasn't really good at what I was doing at that time. I don't think I'm really good at decorating now, but I think I'm better. I think I've improved a lot. If you haven't seen my 100 videos video, I sort of do a quick overview of every single video that I've done. Well, not every single, but like from the beginning till now. And you can sort of like quickly see all my improvements. And it's really fun to see that I have improved a lot. I've learned a lot. I've also watched a lot more videos because it's good to see what other people are doing. Not to steal it or anything, but just, you know, to get some inspiration. And sometimes you just see different techniques and you're like, oh, that's how you do that. Like, when I started YouTube, I didn't even know every single command. Like, I didn't know how to move things. I'm pretty sure I wasn't even that aware of all the cheats, like BB move objects and everything like that. And that's like, I can decorate any house without BB move objects on. At some point, my game was crashing when I used cheats. It's probably because of a mod I had installed. But anyway, that wasn't working anymore and I couldn't decorate. I just couldn't do it. I had to move BB. I had to use BB move objects. I couldn't do it. So I guess I've changed a lot and I've improved a lot, and it's kind of funny. So this is this random apartment. I do like it. It still looks festive. It just looks a little messy. That's sort of it. It just looks messy and really cheap. Everything looks really cheap in this apartment, but that's also sort of what I was going for on purpose. Cheap, messy, and just badly decorated. Is that a word? Probably not. That's sort of my catchphrase now. Every single time I don't know a word, it's like, is that a word? Probably not. Something I say very often. I think that's funny. So if you don't know, I try to put a question every single speed build and create a sim video that I do. And normally that's in the eye in the corner, but for today, since it is the second day of Simsmas and the first speed build video that I'm doing, in this whole series thing, I thought I'd ask you, do you celebrate Christmas? And if you do, how do you celebrate? What do you do on Christmas to celebrate it? Or the holidays, actually, not just Christmas. I know there's different things. I don't know, I'm not really educated on every single tradition. I'm not religious, so I just celebrate Christmas with fun decorations and family and food. That's what I do. I guess we do different things. Wait, I need to explain this. As you can see, I'm now moving on to the crazy stuff that I'm doing for this one, and I thought as a gift for my Rainbow Legacy Challenge, I will give this girl some privacy. I think she would appreciate that, because normally everyone can see her naked in that shower, so I thought for this decoration thing I'm doing, I just add a lot of stuff to the walls of the shower, so there's a smaller chance of people seeing her naked. She might appreciate that. But anyway, what I do for Christmas, we go out for dinner, or we go to a movie and eat at my grandma's house or whatever. We just celebrate with food and Christmas. Yeah, obviously it's Christmas. We celebrate with food and family and fun stuff. So that's what I do. It's not really a religious thing for me, but I know there's different religions that celebrate different things around this time. So what kind of holiday do you celebrate, if you celebrate any holidays? And what do you do on those days? I'm really, really curious to know. I am really using all of the walls of this toilet because it's the only walls we have, and it's not really walls, but you know, sort of. To this, whatever this is, like field, or I guess what is going to be a house one day, hopefully. Something needs to go horribly wrong for this to not become a house. So let's just hope that it's not going to happen. I just added a Christmas tree and one of those like real trees but with lights in them. That's one of the things that comes with this holiday pack too. By the way, this is a free pack. I don't know if everyone knows that, but you can download this for free, get all the Christmas stuff. I think most of you do, but if anyone doesn't know, I thought I'd just add that. Might be a nice surprise to notice that you have some more free stuff for your game. It's pretty old actually, so you probably already know, but you know. Like I said, just in case. And after this, we will only have one more apartment left, and that is Penelope Staples' apartment from the City Living Let's Play. And she is basically only getting this tree because, I don't know, it's such an empty apartment, and I feel like she would like a really luxurious tree, but she can't really afford anything. She is the most poor out of all of these people. Like, when her rent comes, I don't know what I'm going to do. But that will be a question answered in one of the episode of the City Living Let's Play. We will see what is going to happen. And obviously, she's obsessed with pink. I wanted to say white. For some reason, white. No, pink. Obviously, pink. So I gave her a really luxurious gold Christmas tree with a lot of probably empty presents. Just for looks. Maybe she can post it on her Instagram or anything like that, like on her blog, because she's a fashion blogger. But no one knows she's poor, so she does have a really, really nice tree, but it might be something she just kept from her old life. She basically only has really expensive clothes. That's why she lost all her money, if you don't know the story. So maybe this is something she bought too, like impulsively. Instead of a kitchen, she bought a really, really, really expensive Christmas tree. So the only thing I'm adding is like a little light above her bed, and then this video is over. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye!